Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I want to do an unboxing for Cocoa Daisy that I just got so I can get my May setup done. So let's take it out. And I did add a couple of subscriptions this month. So it's Field Notes and Florals. Sorry, I don't have the best lighting. And I added the, oh look, there's my Focused and Rooted. That's going to go on my monthly planner, my monthly calendar. And I got the pouch. I'm not crazy about these little balls, but the pouch itself is really pretty. Okay, so I got that. Got the creative kit, the scrapbooking kit with the pocket cards. This is the main planner kit with the standard size dory or standard size notebook, stationery kit, the simple dory, and the dashboards. So give me one sec and we'll get started. Okay, so we'll get started with the main planner kit, and it comes in the plastic folder. So I get the standard notebook, I think that's what they call it. And they did, since I've done my last unboxings, they've changed the format. So now instead of having the small calendar here, it has just a pretty saying, and then it goes straight into our color block for the week. And each of the color blocks are the same, but this page is different for each. Oh, that one doesn't actually have lines. That's pretty. For each week is different. And then after the weekly, after the color block, now we have a full 2-page calendar. So that's nice. And then just your plain grid pages. It took me a while to get used to these, but I love them now. I do cut mine apart and use it on discs. So I think I've shown that in a couple of my older videos. And there's enough to have one page for each day in this as well. And since they added the calendar, they've also added a double notes spread back here, and then we still have our pretty back page and then the cardboard cover. Alright, so then we have the papers, which we get 3 of these, and they open up like this, and they're double-sided. And the intent, the reason that they went to this size is because now they have a notebook that is A5 size, and so the intent was to be able to completely wrap that notebook. So they have the, I think that was the intent, that's what I remember. So we have this one, and then the yellow, oh, and the pretty flowers, and then almost like newsprint, and the pretty stripe with the typewriter in it. That's pretty. Okay, so there's the papers. And then we have a set of the PET stickers. I don't have a white paper. Oh, I can use the, hang on. We'll use my, there we go. So the PET stickers, those are pretty. And then, oh, we have a notepad. I wonder if this is a sticky notepad. Yes, it is. So it's like sticky notes that'll pull off. I like those. And then we have the same format of stickers that we get in each month. So it's 2 of the larger size pages, and then like 1 deco. Oh, and then they added, that's right, they added the dots. So there's the small deco. And then this is the one that used to come in, I think it was the creative kit maybe. It used to be the planner add-on kit with the circle dates and then the alpha and then a couple of the round there. And then this one has the tab, some of the coming up days like Mother's Day, and it's listed down here too. I don't know if you can see that. Some of the holidays that are coming up, and then these are intended as tab labels, but you don't have to use them that way. And then some ring reinforcers, and then some of your, just more of your useful. And then the other page has another set of dates, and then an alpha, and then some of the boxes. So those are the stickers in the main planner kit. Oh, we have the clear acrylic card this month. Put it on this again. So that's pretty. Not sure how I'll use that. Maybe it's a bookmark or something. And then this is the pen test and stamp test card that I use to put my washi on. There is more ahead than there is behind. And then we got 2 pockets. They're self-adhesive. One is larger and then one is smaller, more made for the traveler's notebooks. And then this one's larger. Now, I will use this one, but I'll trim it and then tape it and then use it in my notebook. So there's the self-adhesive pockets. Oh, and then we got just a, oh, it's one that has, okay, so I think it has 3 different, yeah. So this one it's just a regular notepad. It's not sticky or anything, but this one says field notes. And then the next one says moments and then a list. And then the third pattern says today and then it's blank. And then it just repeats. And there's a whole lot of pages on there too, so that's really nice. Oh, we got a pen holder, adhesive pen holder. So this part is sticky, and then your pen, I don't know if I have like a regular pen, here's a pencil. This part you can just kind of push open, and your pen or pencil will fit right down in there. And you can stick it on like in your notebook somewhere if you need it. So there's that. And then we have the ephemera, their adhesive back die cuts. So they're really just like stickers. I'm just going to lay them out. I don't use these very often. I really need to try to do it more. I have like a whole tin full of ones that I haven't used. Then we get 6 tabs in here as well that you can use to divide. Oh, I like that one. It's pretty. And just some that you can use to layer with. Pretty butterfly. And then there's the 6th tab. That's pretty. So there's the die cuts. And then last but not least in this kit is our washi tape. Let me get it open. It's kind of like a print, like a newsprint maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's got some newsprint look to it. That's really pretty. I like that butterfly. Oh, it's got a lot before it repeats. All of that. I like it. Alright, so that is the main planner kit. Give me a second. We'll... Oh, and unfocused. And we'll switch to probably the scrapbook kit. I just realized as I was putting things away, there's also a midliner in here. I'm sorry, mild liner. It is red, and it has the fine point and then the extra fine tip. That's in the main planner kit too. Okay, I decided to try and make my life a little easier. Usually I do the unboxing or whatever and then have to go back and remember which washi goes with what when I do my card. So I'm just going to show y'all how I do my card and do it as I unbox. So this is the card, the pen test card from the main planner kit. And I just take my whiteout and white out the pen test words and the stamp test words so that it's blank. And then I just put my washi on it. And sometimes you can tell when it's not, it might not feel like it's going to stick. So if I think it might not, I just go ahead and take my tape runner and just run it down the edges of both sides. And then I can go through and like rub off the part that I'm not going to use. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'll put this aside, and as we do the rest of our kits, I can just add to it. Okay, so next is the scrapbooking kit with the pocket cards. So let's see what we have. Again, it comes in one of the plastic folders. So these are my pocket cards. I'll look at them in a minute. And then this is the actual scrapbook kit. You can get this just by itself without any of the add-ons too. Sorry for the plastic, hang on. Okay, got it out. So this is the stamp for this month. I guess I could leave it in here. It's got like the ruler. I don't think that's true. I don't think that, like what it says is an inch is actually an inch. No, it's not. It's way off. But it's pretty. So it has the little fake ruler, some florals, a percentage. This says for week ending and then every evening at 8. I think it's just, I would probably just use this and not that, but, and then that's some deco. That's the stamp. And then we get 2 sets of papers. They're double-sided. So let me take these. And I cut these. So yeah, this paper is the measuring tapes, rulers, and then the back side of it is this pink polka dot. And then we have the type. And then the back is, ooh, like a black and grayish floral. And then the stamps in the back of that is like ledger paper. So those are the papers. You end up with 6 papers. And then there's, in the scrapbooking kit, we also get 2 just plain white papers. And then there's a set of rub-ons. I like that it has May here. I'll use that. So there's the rub-ons. And then there's the thinner chipboard stickers. So I like these. I like this type one. I'll use it to do my memory text card. Oh, I love these stickers. The little puffy stickers. They're always so detailed. Let me open them. And the texture of them is just really neat too. So there's some stamps, some like postage cancellations, some florals, a couple of butterflies, more florals, just some deco. And then these are like supposed to be like mimic wax stamps, I think. Those are really cool. I will use those on my memory dex cards as well. And then a smaller set of alphas. They're kind of like a rose pink, like a pinky color. Sorry, my lighting is horrible. And then the enamel dots. There we go. And then we got some of these wood pieces. And they are not adhesive or anything, so you'll have to use glue or whatever. So this one says this moment. Another this moment. Oh, I think there's 2 of each of them. So yeah, my favorite things. And then 2 of this daisy looking flower, and then 2 of the ones that look like lavender. Those are pretty. They probably take marker really well. Permanent marker or just regular marker. Kind of like the little wood ornaments do. And then we got some lace ribbon. That's pretty. And then again, some self-adhesive die cuts, stickers, ephemera. Alright, so I'm just going to lay these out like I did the other ones. It's pretty, like a box. Spring. Are these? Yeah, they are adhesive. Alright. They didn't feel like it for a minute. And then highlights today. Hello Sunshine. A day well spent. Blossom stories. Butterfly. These will be awesome for layering. At the word spring. Grow. A flag. Another tag. Like the back of a folder. That would be good for layering. A piece of tape. Just some deco pieces. This is Quiet Moments. Bloom Always. Oh, Mother's Day. And then another tag. So those are the adhesive die cuts for this kit that I need to put away. Hang on one sec. Alright, and then the washi tape. And you can see it's like a measuring tape look. So that's pretty. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull my card over, and I'm going to leave room to write under this one which kit it was in. So then I'll just stick this one right here, roughly. That looks good. Alright. And then, last but not least, like I said, I get the scrapbooking kit with the pocket cards. You can get it with pocket cards, the simple dory, or the 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. Or you can buy it without any of the add-ons. So, sorry, plastic. So it comes with 4 by 6 and 3 by 4 cards. So let's look at the 4 by 6 ones first. So there's the calendar card. It says May, and then it has the calendar on the back. But the true nature of the human heart is as whimsical as spring weather. All signals may aim toward a fall of rain when suddenly the skies will be clear. Maya Angelou. I have my bag glasses on. And then on the back is just this floral. Oh, this is like a collage paper. That's pretty. Oh, and then it actually has like postcard. That's pretty. And then that same stripe like we have in the paper in the main planner kit. And then on the back is just like a stamp edging. So those are the 4 by 6 cards. And then these are the 3 by 4s. I can get my... There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to flip through them. So there's... And these are double-sided. This is the calendar card. One side has Sunday to Saturday, and the other side has Monday... has a Monday start. Today's moments, tomorrow's memories, and my favorite things. All things seem possible in May. And then this back is just blank. It says dated. The most beautiful things grow with time, open in the light, and bloom when they are ready. You can go your own way. My battery's running low. I might have to try to splice this together. A Day in the Life of Me. Oh, I love that. Daisies are my favorite. This and that. Noted. Some black and white. Another black and white. Oh, it's different though. Notes. I like these that are a little more plain. Don't have so much words on them. Can use them for a little more. Up for review. Butterfly. Oh, and that's supposed to look like a pocket. That's cool. Grill on Life Food. Grill on Life Good. I don't get that. I don't get that. Happy Mother's Day. In the garden. I always intend to use these every month, and I never do. Stamps. And then again, the tapes. Alright, so that is the scrapbooking kit. So give me just 1 second, and let me put this away, and then we'll grab something else. Okay, so I went ahead and added my sticker to my monthly insert. And so now we're going to look at the stationery kit. So hold on, let me get it out of the plastic. Okay, so here is the stationery kit. So we've got our button that you can use. You can take as a pin, use it as a pin, or take the pin back out and use it in the paper clip that Cocoa Daisy sells. It didn't come in this kit, but they do have them on their website. You can use it that way. And then we have a pretty, like, dusty pink paper clip. A note. This is sticky notes. Notepad. I do like it's just grid and says note. I'll probably use that one more than the rest of them. Alright, put that back up in a minute. We got another sticker, and I've been putting these just... Let me get an extra one. I was putting them, I thought. I was putting them in the front, but I guess I'm not. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But there's that. And then we get the postcard. It's a different texture than the like 4x6 cards in the scrapbooking kit, but it is an actual like postcard. I don't know if you can see the texture on it. And then we have one deco sheet of stickers, and then one days of the week. I was right, we do have 2 deco stickers. This one's like stamps. That's cool. Alright, so we have those. And then we got 2 of the large tags. This one says field notes, and they are basically blank on the back. And then the floral. And then we have the vellum paper. Now let me flip this over so you can see the vellum. It's kind of that collage look. And then the acetate is the stamps. That's cool. And then we have a set of PET stickers that are different from the other. I think they're different, I'm pretty sure, than the other ones. Okay, so we have those. And then done all these. We have our washi. So let's look at the washi. It's like a kind of a mauve-y floral. So that's pretty. Alright, so let's go ahead and add it to our washi card here. Looks good. Actually, I think that's crooked, but it'll live. Alright, so there's the washi, and then we have another pack of the adhesive die cuts. These are vellum die cuts, actually. So when you take the backing off the adhesive, they're adhesive, but they are a little more opaque. They're not as solid as the others, and they're a little flimsier. You can feel the difference in them. A couple of tags. Stamp. Lots of stuff to layer. Still in frame? Yeah. So there's the adhesive die cuts in here. And like I said, these are vellum. This whole packet is vellum die cuts. So that is the stationery kit. So hang on one second. Let me get the other kit. Okay, here's the creative kit. So in this one we get 2 washi. We'll look at those in just a sec. I think the main draw for a lot of people is this paper pad. Now it is thinner paper than like the paper in the scrapbook kit, but it's great for layering, tearing. So you get 2 of each one. So there's 2 of this one, and then the yellow. And then the striped, like is in the main planner kit. Same pattern. The newsprint. It's almost like a seed catalog is what it reminds me of. The tapes. The red dots, red and pink polka dots. There's a paper like this. I think it was in the, I can't remember. I know I saw a paper with that. And then the black and white floral, the typeset, the typewriter, 2 of those, and then the stamp collage, and then the grid paper. So that's the paper pad. And then we get a set of rub-ons that are different than the other set that we looked at. Oh, we get pressed flowers. So these are like vacuum sealed, and when you open it, you'll be able to use, they're like real flowers. And then there's a, that's not a real butterfly though, but butterfly. Oh, it looks like another, oh, this is just a, it says botanical ledger. Numbers fade, petals remain, inked records of soft things kept. Pressed between the pages of spring, a bloom, a note, a whisper left. So I think it's just like a print. But it's that same texture as the note card from the stationery kit. And then these are for layering. So they're kind of like die cuts. They are die cuts. But they are, this set is not adhesive backed. So Sunshine on My Mind, Flower Market, the plants, and these are, so they're numbered, but I don't think that it has like any significance. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 6. So yeah, there's, oh, and 1. So yeah, there's those. Those are nice to do some creative things with. And then we have a set of die cut adhesive that, and these have the small tabs in them that you can use to like subdivide your planner or note important things if needed. So there's some butterflies, and I don't think there's duplicates. I mean, there's some that are like similar, but I don't think they're like exactly the same, which means that with all the kits I get, I have a lot of die cuts that I don't use enough of. A weekend banner. So there's the die cuts. And then I'm dropping them. And then there's this little washi booklet. So these are, they're washi thin, but they're stickers. And they're all different. Now this booklet will fall apart, but these are washi, so they're very thin and like kind of see-through, but they're really fun to do some projects with. Like that. It says this. The typewriter. Remember. Alright, so that's the little washi booklet. And then last but not least are our two washi. So there's a regular width washi and then a thin washi. So the regular washi is this green floral. Actually, it's not floral, it's like leaves. So let's put that on our card. See if I can do it straight. And then the thin washi is the typeset, like the typewriter letters, and I think it's got numbers in there too. Let me look. Yep, some numbers. That's cool. It's a lot. Before a repeat. So yeah, I like that. That's really cool. Alright, so that is the creative kit. Okay, just a couple more things. I went ahead and trimmed off the edges here and then took off the extra adhesive and then just wrote which kits they were from. So that will go in the front of my, this is April's, but it'll go in the front here in the adhesive pocket. So this was April's. So, alright, the only things that I have left are the dashboards, the simple dory, and the pouch. So, the dashboards come in the A5 size and the personal size, and they are the same, just scaled different based on the size. So I'm just going to flip through them real quick. This is the title, like the month. Growth came without announcement. It arrived quietly, disguised as ordinary days. Kind of a collage looking. The only way we can live is if we grow. The only way that we can grow is if we change. The only way we can change is if we learn. So Coulson. Not all change needs a timeline. Today counts even if it feels ordinary. And change can be gentle and still be real. So those are the dashboards. And like I said, you get both sets, the personal and the A5. I cut down the A5 to go in my traveler's notebook because A5 is too big to fit in my traveler's notebook. So here's the simple notebook. And it's, you know, made more for like memory keeping. I typically just take mine apart. It does have a title page. You could take off the craft cover if you want. And then it's just a combination of like grid, deco pages, dot grid, lined, sayings. So it's just a combination of, there's some lined. I take it apart and use the grid, like ones like this where it's like dot and grid. There's no deco. I use it to take notes in my traveler's notebook that I carry. So this is the simple Dory, and then the back page. And then last but not least is the pouch, and then we will be done. I was going to do a setup on the end of this video, but my phone is dying, and so I will probably try to do a setup in another video. So this one says, "Where the little things bloom." It's got silver and green, and then it's lined not with, I mean it's cloth, but it doesn't feel like this cloth. So it's nice though. Like I said, I kind of wish it didn't have this, but I know a lot of people love the pom-poms, so so yeah, that is just my unboxing of Field Notes and Florals for Cocoa Daisy. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.